everyone, Spencer here, and today we're continuing What If Deku Was Erza Scarlett's kid. And if you didn't watch the last episode, what are you doing on this one, first of all? But if you didn't watch it, then here's a quick recap. We went through the first season of My Hero Academia, and how Erza got to the My Hero Academia world, which is basically an isekai thing. So, where we last left off, Deku had just stabbed the brain of the Nomu and gotten home to his mother worried. And if you don't remember, Erza is a pro-hero in this, the pro-hero Titania. She usually patrols at night, because that's when the truly sinister villains appear. And, she's the number 3 hero. Actually number 4 hero, because I'm replacing both Inko and Miracro with Erza. So, when Class 1A starts back up, everyone is told that the sports festival is coming up. And, I made a few mistakes last episode saying that Deku came first in the entrance exam when he couldn't have because he got a recommendation from his mother. So, he's not going to be the representative at the sports festival. So, Class 1A trains until the sports festival arrives, and Bakugo says to the whole stadium, "I'm gonna win," like in canon, and everyone thinks he's full of himself. So, first up would be the race around the stadium with fully planned obstacles. So, the tunnel goes relatively good for Deku, because he puts on his agility armor, his quick armor, and jumps off the walls. So, he has a head start. So, once they get to the zero-pointer robots, Deku says, so this is what you regular students had to go through. It's nothing to me, though, as he equips Lightning Emperor armor and short circuits them all. So, next up is the chasm, and he puts on, you know how Erza has that armor with the wings? He puts on a more masculine version of that. He requips into it, and he just flies across the chasm. Next is the minefield, and he quickly sprints across it without damaging himself, and he comes first place in the race. So his team, for the cavalry battle, I'm gonna say, because Bakugo isn't his rival in this, so I'm gonna say his team is Bakugo, Uraraka, and Bakugo, Momo, and what's her name? Mei Hatsume. So Mei equips them with gadgets. Momo is really just there to make things that Deku can't. And then Bakugo is there to provide frontline support and backline support. So they come first place in the cavalry battle too, because Deku's more of a strategic mind in this one. And that leads us to the fighting tournament. And first round, it's Deku versus Shinso, even though Shinso's now in 1A. So Deku already knows Shinso's powers, so he keeps his mouth shut. And Shinso loses, as he was immobilized, pinned to the ground, and Deku moves on. And then Todoroki wins against Sero. Basically, it's the same winning section as the canon of My Hero Academia. And so next fight would be Todoroki versus Izuku. And I'm gonna say Izuku wins, which seals Bakugo's fate for losing the final fight. And Bakugo wins against, I forget who he was against. And they move on up until the finals, where it's Izuku versus Bakugo. And Bakugo loses badly, and he refuses to take the second place medal. And Izuku takes it proudly. Once Izuku gets home, his mother, like any good mother, is worried about him. She says, "Your classmates look dangerous. How could you fight them?" And yeah. And that's the end of the sports festival arc. Now moving on to the Hosu City arc. So, the internships they get, Izuku has an internship with his own mother, of course, and everyone else gets the same internships they got in canon. So, Izuku, I'm gonna say, the Titania Hero Agency is in Hosu City, just for plot convenience. And Izuku is caught up in the Nomu attack when it happens, and he ends up finding Hero Killer Stain, and they get into a duel. Izuku, knowing very well that he can't survive a slash from the Hero Killer, so he awakens magic! Specifically, ice magic. Because Erza told him a lot about Grey and Natsu, and he aspired to be like Grey rather than Natsu, for some reason. So he awakened to ice magic and froze the Hero Killer solid. So that's the end of that part of that arc. And next is the teachers versus students arc. The teachers versus students exam. Izuku and Bakugo got pitted against All Might, and everything's like in canon. Except one of the examiners is Erza. She got called in to examine everyone based on their performance. See who failed and who passed. And the entire class is amazed that there is 2 top heroes in the same place. So, and the exact same things happen as in canon, except for the All Might versus Deku and Bakugo fight. Now, Bakugo would want to fight All Might, and Deku would want to run from All Might, so they come up with a plan to do both, like in canon. But it's not the same plan. Izuku makes a ice make cannon and fires it at All Might, which accidentally hits his wound, but it actually helped heal his wound because the shot was ice. In the end, it helped heal his wound. So, Izuku fires the ice make cannon at him, and Bakugo fires his explosion at the same time, from different directions. Then, they both run for the gate. And they succeed, and they pass the exam. So, that's where I'm going to leave it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please be sure to leave a like. If you really liked it, please be sure to subscribe. And if you want to add to the story, comment down below. If you want me to add any ships, comment down below as well. Thank you all for watching. This has been Spencer. Peace.